Let's move to another big story which demonstrates the threats emerging from radical Islamist organizations in India. In a major crackdown, the security forces in northern state of Uttar Pradesh arrested two members of controversial Popular Front of India who were planning to carry out bombings in different parts of the country. With this arrest, terror links of extreme Islamic outfits have once again been established. We take a look.
Basant Panchami marks the preparation of the arrival of spring. It is celebrated across India with much fervour and joy. This year, the occasion could have turned traumatic as extremist Islamic organisation Popular Front of India had plans to trigger blast across Uttar Pradesh. Two agents of this controversial radical organisation were arrested by Uttar Pradesh Special Task Force with high-quality explosives, detonators and weapons. The NAB terrorists Asad Badruddin and Firoz Khan were recruiting members in different states to carry out the attacks. Apart from planning to strike sensitive places in the state, the duo wanted to target prominent office bearers of Hindu organizations.
जो दो व्यक्ति पकड़े गए हैं ये पीएफआई के हायरार्की में काफ़ी ऊपर के लेवल पर हैं और इन लोगों ने इनके पास से कुछ ऐसे डॉक्यूमेंट्स मिले हैं और ऐसे एविडेंसेस मिले हैं जिसको हम कोर्ट में प्रोड्यूस करेंगे। हाई एक्सप्लोसिव डिवाइस मिला है, इनके पास से डेटोनेटर मिला है, इनके पास से एक पिस्टल मिली है, रेलवे टिकट्स मिली हैं जो कि ये दर्शाती हैं कि ये मूव कर रहे थे और जो हमारे पास सूचना थी वो सही थी और अभी तक के हिसाब से ये कुछ महत्वपूर्ण व्यक्तियों को टारगेट कर रहे थे और इसमें जिससे कि कारण बहुत वैमनस्यता फैल सकती थी समाज में।
It is not the first time PFI is involved in creating terror. The organization's name has cropped up in almost all sensitive cases as the conspirator and even financer. From Kerala's professor hand-chopping case to raising funds to organize terrorist training camps, PFI's history itself is evidence of its association with terror. It is facing multiple criminal and terror charges by different agencies in the country. These charges include murder and kidnapping, inciting violence and disturbing communal harmony, connections with various Islamist terrorist groups, running hate campaigns and money laundering, using and making lethal weapons, masterminding blasts across the country, forced conversions. An alarming fact is that PFI is not alone. Islamic radical outfits with various different names across the country always try to hide behind the cover of human rights groups. These organizations claim to be part of institutions advocating social change and standing up for the underprivileged section of the society. This makes it difficult for law enforcement agencies to take strict action against them.
The growth of these radical groups is going to pose a very important challenge to the national security managers. It is very important for our information and intelligence networks to ensure that they get a dominant presence in these communication media which is being used by the radical groups. That is one option which has to be exercised in the present times.
According to the Indian law enforcement agencies, sometimes these mushrooming radical outfits get foreign funds from Hawala channels. Financing of the organizations is also achieved through their membership schemes. These donations mostly come in the name of social welfare. However, the money does not reach the actual organizations. Instead, experts claim it is used for unethical activities.
That the radical groups and extremist groups keep changing the media they use, they keep changing the channels they use. So it's always a race to match them in these various domains. And that is where I think the challenge lies. So I would say that though at present our agencies are doing quite a lot, but they have to remain on top of these media environment which is constantly evolving and which has been exploited by the radical groups in a very, very large way.
Radical Islamic outfits like PFI act as a cross-linking platforms and as connecting bridges between the terrorist organizations. With the role of such organizations becoming conspicuous in fomenting trouble in the country, the government has decided to take strict actions against them and their sister organizations. Strong presence of such hate-mongering radical groups in different parts of the country is a threat to national security.